They're doing exactly what the coaching staff is asking them, but they're going out. The fans are having fun, but your players are having fun. I mean, they're
Yeah.
smiling on the ice, and it seems like if they're having fun, they're going to play better. Would you agree with that?
Well, I thought one of the most important things before the game, when you felt the 24 hours leading up to it, was that there was no fear in the room, that the guys were excited about the challenge, and you could see it in their body language preparing for it, but also throughout the game. And I think that's an important mindset to have, having respect for the opposition, but at the same time trusting the work we're putting into how we want to play here, and then actually believing in that plan. And you can see it then in the body language. It's not going to work out as perfectly as it did yesterday every night, but it's going to give us a chance, which is what we're all about right now, is giving ourselves a chance to win every night.
Your fourth line has been very noticeable through two games. What has made them so effective, in your opinion?
Which one is the fourth line?
Johan Zemgus.
Really? Okay. I really no. That's a bit of a joke, because I generally don't think in there's the Larson line, there's the Eichel line, there's the Johansson line, and we've got the Middlestat line right now, and really there's different roles at different times. If you look at when we were closing the game out in Pittsburgh, that line, as an example, was playing as one of only two lines left in the last 5 minutes. So, the focus is always on the ones that get the points and the goals and the assists. But if I look at what Larson, Gergensons, and Okposo have been doing here in the first two games, they lead the way in really playing simple, hard forechecking. They're getting the pucks in deep. They're getting on it. They're having some strong offensive shifts. Yesterday, they were 5-1 scoring chances in the game, sometimes coming up against top line, sometimes playing against Hughes. It was different as the game progressed. So again, we won't be really a numerical kind of team. We'd like everybody to contribute in the way that we need them to contribute. But 5-on-5, we were able to even up pretty well the ice time yesterday, right through the four units, which is really good when you look at the pace and and the games that we have coming up in the next while.
So who's your first line?
Well, there is no first line. It's quite clear that Jack is our captain on the ice and our captain in regards to creating offense or running the power play. But I'll be honest with you, my brain just doesn't really work that way, trying to make sure that everybody understands that they're important. And if you've killed 4 minutes and somebody else has played power play in 8, those might be equal minutes as far as the work and the sacrifice and the investment of energy that you have. So, I think that gets lost in the game a lot today, how valuable the players are who play those defensively physical and punishing minutes for us.
You have 77 shots on goal in the first two games, and obviously you're not going to have that efficiency every night. But
No.
the way you guys are going to the net, how much of a point of emphasis has that been with this group and through camp?
Well, the emphasis has been that almost all of that is growing out of how we're playing defensively, and the buy-in there from the players has been tremendous. And teams can pre-scout us all they want, but you have to match the work ethic of this group right now, which we're proud of and which we're going to be attempting to repeat night in and night out, because that defensive play then allows us to have the kind of offense that we need and want, with room and space out of that connected attack to create the scoring chances. It's always coming out of defense, and just attempting over 50 shots a game is definitely something we'd like to do. And when 30 of them hit the net plus, it's a number that gives you a chance to win.
Columbus has lost a lot of guys in there, and their goaltender, and you know the list.
Yeah.
How does that affect the team? I mean, they haven't won a game yet. It's early. I understand that.
Sure.
But how does that affect the team as they move forward? Because things have to change for them now.
Well, we're expecting strong resistance in Columbus. The coaching staff is very strong there, and they will come hard in that game and fight for their first win. And we need to be a smart team and stick to our plan and make it about us and about continuing to play the way we are. We played them twice in the preseason, which gave us opportunity to really, on both sides, for them and for us, get to know each other better. So I'm sure strategically it'll be a tight game, and I'm expecting a real tight one-goal game there tomorrow.
Ralph, going back to the lines and how you talk about them, is that something that you always thought and chose not to,
Yeah.
put numbers on lines, or is that something that you felt as over time as a coach that it's more beneficial for the group to not label them with a number?
Well, I just find the respect for the depth that teams need to be successful, and the role players that we need. Everybody knows who's on power plays, but not so many fans know who the penalty killers are. They're not household names, and I've always been one, though, as a coach my whole career, to avoid any type of ranking within the group, because I think we're all very, very important, no matter the minutes we play, to the overall team success. So that's just been a core philosophy of mine since I've coached.
Kyle's in a bit of a different role through 2 games this season. How have you seen him embrace that, I guess?
Okposo?
Yes.
Well, I think Kyle is completely, from day one, in every practice since the 13th of September, he has been attempting to do exactly what we're asking in every drill on the ice, and understanding that what we need from him is possibly different than in the past. And the ability, though, to inject him in any power play at any time is of course an asset. We need depth in everything we do, but his attitude through this is what's carrying him. And if it's 10 minutes or if it's going to be 18, we're convinced that he put in the work this summer to have the foundation to be able to do that. And we've got some interesting options here. If within the game we need to flip and flop a little bit, which I'm not afraid to do. You've seen it also in the preseason that if the game isn't going the way we want, we will do something about it. And Kyle's going to be a tool that we can use for those adjustments. But his acceptance of that is what's making him so valuable to the team right now.
You have a day in between games. Is Carter still an option for you against Columbus?
We're just reviewing that right now in the coaches' room, and for strategic reasons, we're going to wait till game time. But an option he is, but also Linus has had a great camp, and we feel comfortable with both of them. And at some point here, we'll definitely be bringing Linus in, but we've got no pressure to make that change yet tomorrow.
McDermott started 3-0 this year. You're going to try to match him, right?
Yeah, it's more than we really don't look too much beyond. I mean, it is a serious question with a smile, but I think that we need to look at what's best for the Sabres here every day, and today's just another day where we're trying to find some growth and some learners and make the team better tomorrow night. If we're talking that language, we're going to continue to be competitive here.
Thanks.